Someone was asking me about the practice of Kundalini Yoga. We have written quite a few books on the subject, both in Indonesian and also in English. Very briefly, when you speak of Kundalini Yoga, you speak about chakras. You're familiar with the word chakras. The energy centers. First of all, to translate the word chakra as energy center is wrong. We have energy everywhere, and the center is not chakra. It is where the energy is felt the most. So there are, traditionally, we speak about 7 chakras, where the energy is felt more. But in some people, the energy is felt more in 3 chakras. So it is not like the more chakras you have, the better it is. No. If your energy is concentrated in 1 chakra, it can even be better. So the more is not always the better. And then we come to the first chakra, which is Mooladhara chakra. The translation given in English is the base chakra. Now, when you start translating the word wrongly, the whole meaning is gone, totally gone. Mooladhara is not base. Mooladhara is one that supports you. So when you say Mooladhara chakra, first of all, you're affirming to yourself, to ourselves, that I'm not going to lean on somebody else's shoulder. I'm going to depend on myself. I am my own support. So this is the first affirmation. And if you miss this point, you cannot understand Kundalini, you cannot understand the entire yoga system. It starts with taking full responsibility of your life. You do not depend on others. You do not look for supporters outside. You do not look for support outside. You are your own support. This is the very first realization. And that means that if something is wrong with you, you are responsible for it. Either it is physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, your economy, your relationship. We stop blaming others. We stop blaming the external factors. To start with, why do we have to look for support outside? So, there is the first affirmation, that I am responsible for my acts. We read a lot about reincarnation, karma theory, and all those things. But in every age, every 5,000 years, there is a change. For 20,000 years ago, when you want to realize yourself, any spiritual exercise, anything to do with spirituality or enlightenment, you have to do a lot of rituals. This is about 20,000 years ago. And until now, many of us are stuck with rituals. The rituals can change. Some people may have deities, some people may have crystals, some people may have Himalayan salt, all ritual. Everything is ritual. Many people are tired of going to church, so they find something novelty in the Hindu gods. The Hindus are getting bored of their gods, so they are converted to Christianity. They become Muslims. People are just changing rituals. They are not finding the truth. The truth is not in changing the ritual. The truth has to be discovered that all these rituals are leading us to one and the same goal, destination. Coming back to the first chakra. So it is not about rituals. 20,000 years ago it was heavily on rituals. 15,000 years ago it was very heavy on withdrawing from the world, going to the forest, meditating there. 10,000 years ago it was something else, chanting the mantras and all those. 5,000 years ago it was through love. Now in this age, what we call Kali Yuga, we need all these things in proper proportion. So just meditating 18 hours a day will not help you. Just chanting 12 hours a day will not help you. This is the time when we need all of them, but in good proportion. So first chakra is about taking up responsibility. And now we are entering a very important period. It started in 1975. But right now, we are going into some phase where the change will be felt by everyone. Last time, we used to say that, okay, you have bad karmas or good karmas. If you don't pay in this life, you'll pay in another life. Since 1975, you don't have to wait for another life. But now, from 2022 to 2024, everything is fast forward. Whatever you do good, you get the benefit of it in this very life. You don't have to wait for next life. You do bad things in life, you are going to suffer on that account in this very life. So forget about next life anymore. 1975, it was already at work, but now by 2025, it will be fully established. People cannot run away from their responsibilities. Next life does not matter anymore. You have to pay in this very life. And it is already happening since last few years. It's already happening by phasing out for people who are old, phasing out. But people who are born after 70s, 75, they are already paying for their karmas in this very life. No need to wait for another life. That is the first chakra. The second chakra, which is mistranslated, very wrongly translated as sex center, it has got nothing to do with sex. It is Swadhisthana, where the energy is felt the most. Now this energy accumulated there, you can use it for two purposes. One is for passion. You are being passionate about something. Passion is sex also, but passion in anything. Being overtly passionate about something, you are pulled downwards. And if you are not passionately involved with something or someone or some situation, then there is a possibility for your energy to go upward, to rise upward. So being passionate, what you keep hearing from motivators, you keep reading in law of attraction books, is not really good. Being passionate means you are being pulled down. A lot of people, they use the word being grounded. I want to become grounded. You cannot. As an animal, we were grounded. We would crawl on our four. That is being grounded. The moment you are born as human being, when you sit, when you stand, you are already defying the law of gravity. The moment you stand, you are defying the law of gravity already. You are rising up. So when people are saying, I want to be grounded, it is like saying, I want to go back becoming an animal again. This is not the right understanding, a totally wrong understanding. We already left that. It took us 4.5, 5 billion years from amoeba to become human being. And now as human beings, we are defying already the law of gravity. We cannot go back. We can evolve. We cannot go back to those lower forms of life. We have done that already. We have done that exercise already. So that's about Swadhisthana, being passionate or being loving. The third chakra is Manipur. Manipur means the city of jewels, the house of jewels, Pura. Pura can be Singapore. It's from Pura. So Pura can be house, Pura can be city, the city of jewels. In Bali, Pura is temple, whatever. It is where the jewels are. And this is the thing that we all have to be careful about, because we have got this body. We have to take care of our body. The third center, Manipur, is about health. We have to take care of this health. This body is like vehicle. We spend so much time in misusing, abusing our body, then we become sick, and then we realize how we have misused and abused our body. Then sometime it's too late. Sometime we can still do some corrections. The third chakra reminds us of moderation. You don't go overboard with something. A lot of people, they want to have raw food. You have raw food for 20 years, 25 years, you are bound to suffer from bloating stomach. You cannot avoid it. There will be bloating stomach. So, it's moderation. It's not about raw food alone. Keto now. Keto, very popular. People are crazy about keto. Too much of protein, no carb, is also going to make you sick in the long run. This life is about moderation. So you need carb. Okay, you can avoid rice, you can avoid flour or anything, but you need carb in some form. And you need veggies. Of course, our body is not made for non-vegetarian diet. We don't have the system for non-vegetarian diet. Our intestine is too long. The food that you eat, the meat that you eat, is going to rot there. It is going to cause a lot of problems there. Definitely it's going to rot. We don't have refrigerator there. We don't have Freon there. And it is going to take 7 days for the food you eat today. Take days to digest it. And that's why from very ancient age, old ages, we were advised not to eat after sunset and eat again during the sunrise. That is what we call now intermittent fasting. It is not about fasting, it is about lifestyle. When the sun is still there, your body fluid, everything is going very good, and you can digest food properly. At night you eat, you have supper, you have late night dinner, you are not going to digest it properly. So, as simple as that, 6 o'clock, around 6 o'clock, the sun sets here. And after 6 in the morning, you can again have your breakfast, anytime after 6. So it's about moderation. The fourth chakra is about love, anhat. Anhat means something that is subtle. You are clapping your hand, but you cannot hear the voice of it. Now you can hear the sound. It's something subtle. Love cannot be described. Love is very subtle. And that is subtleness is an important quality of love. So the fourth chakra is about love. But it starts from the second chakra. If you are stuck at the second chakra, if you are passionate about something, then nothing is going to happen to the third and fourth chakra. Passionate about something, you can be passionate about raw food. It's the same passion. You can be passionate about just keto food. Again, it's passion. So it's not about being passionate. It is about being loving. If you have done your exercise, your homework with the second chakra on that level, then you can know what love is. Otherwise, you don't know what love is. You can have a relationship, you can have a good love life, you may call it love life, but it will be sex life. It has nothing to do with love. It has got something to do with infatuation, with attraction, but nothing to do with love. So if you have done your homework, the second chakra with the second chakra, the fourth chakra is there to welcome you. The fifth chakra is Vishuddha chakra. And then, whatever you speak is going to be clean. It's going to be loving. It's something to do with speech, something to do with whatever you eat, something to do with whatever you bring out in the form of words. Your words will be sweet. You will not speak something that is causing harm to anybody. It's not about pleasing everybody. No, you have to understand this. You cannot please everybody at all times. But you can make sure that you are not hurting people. Even when you are reprimanding somebody, it's for their benefit, nothing to do with you. You are not reprimanding somebody because it makes you feel good. There are people who would allow you to make mistake just to prove that, look, I know better than you. I knew you were going to make mistake. I wrote about this in one of my books in Indonesian. My guru, my teacher, my master, he would always remind us, don't make that kind of mistake. When you see somebody making mistake, remind him at the same time, that very moment. Don't allow the person to make mistake just to show I'm a hero. I knew you're going to make mistake. So I allow you to make mistake so that I can prove that I was good, I was right. That is not Vishuddha chakra. Fifth chakra. The sixth chakra is Agya chakra, Ajna chakra. Agya chakra is commander, one who rules, one who orders, Agya. Who is ruling right now? Is it your passion, your second chakra that is ruling? Or is it your fourth chakra that is ruling, love? Even love is not enough. Even love is not enough. The sixth chakra is about wisdom. You have to rule your own self. You have to share with others based on wisdom. It's not about, my master would always say, it's not about putting a plastic smile, fake smile. A lot of people, they feel that when you are meditating, you're a meditator, you're a yogi, you have to smile all the time. No. You look like a clown. You cannot fool anybody. When you have to smile, you have to smile. When you have to reprimand somebody, you have to reprimand somebody. For a good cause, for a greater cause, not to bring down someone. So Agya Chakra depends again on whether you have understood what the first 5 chakras mean. If you understood that, then Agya Chakra, the chakra of wisdom, is at work. And 7th chakra is enlightenment, Sahasradala. It's like 1,000 petals. A lotus flower with 1,000 petals, they are all blooming, they are all open now. You see oneness in all, in everybody. Again, when you see oneness, when we speak about oneness in yoga, it's not about being a goody-goody, what my master would say. Being good, not to pose as if you are good, but being good, effortlessly you are good. You don't have to put any effort to pose that you are good. You don't have to do any makeup. You are beautiful, you are beautiful. You are good, you are good. You don't have to put any makeup, you don't have to do anything. I'm not literally speaking about not doing any makeup, no. But you don't have to make it up. You have to be natural. That is the 7th chakra. So basically this is the understanding of Kundalini Yoga. All the exercises that we do, whether it is yoga asanas, meditation, and they all cannot stand independent. You cannot separate meditation from yoga. Cannot. Meditation is part of yoga. Yoga is lifestyle. You cannot separate this kind of music. You can have in any style. It doesn't have to follow this style. You can have in any style. Just remember that some music are going to hit your 2nd chakra, drum, a lot of drums. It's going to hit your 4th chakra, 2nd chakra, making you more passionate. When people go for war, they have this marching band to make people do and die. So you have to avoid certain kind of music if you are not soldiers. If you are soldiers, then those music is good for you. But if you are not soldiers, then you have to choose the right kind of music. String musics are very good for meditation, for yoga. Whether it is harp, it is sitar or guitar, violin. Our friend is violinist there. So all this string music is good, and then also piano, harmonium. These are good. Drum is good, but not too much of drum, not very heavy. Some people they enjoy a lot of bass in the music. Now that bass is not good if it is too much. So we have to know where we stand. What is my role in this life? Understanding this is yoga. Living life with that kind of understanding is yoga.